Hi, good morning my dear students. I am Shrikant Rathod, your geography lecturer. Welcome you all to ICS Coaching Center, Dharwad. Today I am here to explain one of the most important topic for UPSC civil service exams, that is Indian monsoon and factors affecting the Indian monsoon. We know that this topic comes under a major topic called Indian weather and climate. So before going to start this topic, let us discuss about some basics of weather and climate. Okay, so what is weather and what is climate? We must know the difference between these two words. Okay, what is weather? We are aware that some days are so sunny, some days are rainy, some days are hot, some days are cool. Sometimes it's very sunny in the morning and it's rainy in the afternoon or evening. Normally it's rainy in the evening time. Okay. By this condition you can understand that the condition of atmosphere within very short time, okay, the condition of an atmosphere within very short time, okay, that is called weather. The atmospheric condition of a place or an area or a landmass within a very short time or maybe in one day is called as weather. Okay, almost we talk about weather within one day. Okay, so what is climate now? What is climate? What is climate? The average weather condition of an atmosphere of a place or a landmass over a very long period of time is called climate. Is called climate. Normally time period varies between 30 years to 35 years. 30 years to 35 years. I think now you people understood that what is weather and what is climate and difference between weather and climate. Okay. Our living style depends upon climatic conditions. Okay, Indian people's living style is different when compared to the Western people, because Western people's climatic conditions are very different when compared to Indian climatic condition. Indian climatic condition, which condition we are? Which climatic condition we have? Tropical monsoon. Okay, it's hot, and in Western it's very cool. Okay, so these are the major difference between the words weather and climate. Okay, see, in Ladakh it's very cold climatic condition, and when we come to southern India like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, it's very hot climatic condition. Our living style depends upon climate condition. Climate won't change; it remains almost the same for hundreds of years. But weather changes every time, every day. In the morning it will be cool, in the afternoon it will be hot, and once again evening it will be cool. Okay, so these are the major difference between the words weather and climate. Okay, there is another one unit of weather and climate, that is air and wind. These two words plays a very major role in geography. Okay, so what is air? What is air? What is air? The composition of several gases in atmosphere is called as air. Composition of several gases like nitrogen, oxygen, radon, argon, etc., carbon dioxide, etc. Okay, so this is called as air. Then what is wind? What is wind? What is wind now? The same air, when it moves or blows at a speed of minimum 25 km per hour to 35 km per hour, then we call it as wind. The same air when blows at a speed of 25 to 35 km per hour, then we call it as wind. Okay, sometimes its speed will be increased much more. When cyclones happens, at that time the wind speed will be almost 90 kilometer per hour to 120 kilometer per hour. Sometime it varies. It varies. It won't remain constant. Okay, won't remain constant. But global winds are almost 25 to 35 kilometer per hour. So these are the major difference between the words air and wind. You people must know the difference between air and wind, weather and climate. Okay, these are very basics. What I am going telling is, it's are very basic, but you must know these. If you know these words difference very crystal clearly, then if you are going to read further chapters, you can understand very perfectly and with very crystal clearly. If you don't know the difference between these words, then you can understand, but there will be no clarity. Okay? So, next I am going to tell is temperature and pressure differences. The relation between temperature and pressure. The two words temperature and pressure rules with geography subject. These two words have a very major roles in geography. If there is no pressure or if there is no temperature, then there is no geography. Okay, so these two words are very important. Okay, see, I am telling temperature is inversely proportional to pressure. How? Let us see how. Always pressure, see, the word pressure is occur on our surface because of the air only or wind only. Okay, if there is no air or wind on the earth, there is no pressure. And if there is no temperature on the earth because of sun rays, the pressure won't change. The pressure will always remain constant. How? Let us see how it happens. Okay, let us see how it happens. See, basically landmass area heats up very fast and even it loses its heat very fast. But water gains the heat very slowly and calmly and even loses its heat very slowly and calmly. Okay, these are the major difference between land mass and water mass. Okay, see, let us see during the summer time, let it takes little bit of time. Okay, see, this is a landmass area. This is a landmass area. This is a landmass area. Okay, during summer, sun rays falls directly or perpendicularly on the landmass of India. Okay, so during that time, landmass will heats up. Landmass will heats up. So when landmass gets heat, the air just above the earth surface will also heats up. When air gets heats up, it expands. When air gets heat, it expands and loses its density. Because of this reason, the air starts to move upward. Because it has a very less density and it expands. Okay, so it moves upward because of the temperature. Okay, so when air moves up, the surface just above the earth will have void. will have a void which is having very low pressure, which has have very low pressure. How the land mass area gets low pressure? How means? Because of this process. And because of heat, when air got heat up and went up, this process is called as convectional air current. Convectional air current. Because of convectional air current, always low pressure area will be developed. How means? By this process. When sun rays falls on earth surface, the air just above the earth surface heats up, expands, loses its density and starts to move upward up to the troposphere or tropopause. Okay, so when air goes up, the void of low pressure area will created on our surface. At the same time, on ocean surface, because of slant sunrise falls, on ocean surface, very high pressure will be created at the same time when low pressure is creating on land mass. Okay. So what happens now? Always wind blows from high pressure to low pressure. When always wind blows from high pressure to low pressure. So now the wind starts to blow from oceanic area to land mass area, because land mass area has very less pressure. So while air blowing from high pressure area, it brings a lot of moisture content along with it, of moisture content of oceans, sea water or ocean water. It brings a lot of moisture content along with this. Okay. So when this wind almost comes to the land, nearest to land, it strikes the mountainic region. It strikes the mountain region first. When it strikes the mountain region, the mountain behaves like a barrier. So when wind strikes the mountain, it starts to rise up. When air rises up, it loses its temperature. Okay, it loses its temperature. And we know that when altitude increases, temperature always decreases. When air rises upward, it loses its temperature and condensed here, and got condensed here, like clouds. Because of this reason, the mountain regions gets highest rainfall. We call it as precipitation. We call it as precipitation. This precipitation is called as orographic precipitation. This word is very, very important. Okay, this process is called as orographic precipitation. The remaining air, after loses its moisture content, highest amount of moisture content, only some amount of moisture content comes along with this wind, and this area is called as rain shadow area. It always remains almost dry because all moisture content of winds or air are dropped here only by the process of orographic precipitation. Only dry winds comes towards this area. Okay, so here very less rainfall occurs. Because of that reason we call it as a rain shadow area. This word is very, very important, rain shadow area. In India, there are several places which are called as rain shadow area. Okay, rain shadow area. This is one of the process. This happens during summer. During summer, land mass will have a very low pressure. At the same time, ocean have a high pressure, and air starts to blow from high pressure to low pressure. This is during the summer time. Let us see what happens in winter. The same process which happened in summer will be reversed in winter. How? Let us see how it happens. I already explained you guys. Land mass will get heats up very fast and loses its heat very immediately. But water mass, not like that. It gets its heat very slowly, and even it loses its heat very slowly. So let us see During summer, because of sun rays, land gets heat up and it has a very low pressure. But during winter time, because of slant sun rays falls on land, because of very slant sun rays falls on land, it will have a very high pressure. When compared to this high pressure, the ocean area will have less pressure when compared to this one. Okay, so see, during winter the low pressure will be gets created upon ocean surface and high pressure is created upon land surface. Here another reason is for creating this high pressure, that is, see, during summer all winds came from ocean surface towards the land mass. Now where this air goes? This air remains here only, right? Accumulates and remains here only. Because of this reason also the pressure gets increases here. And the air or wind, all wind or air came here. Now here void is created in this region. Void is created. Because of that void, no pressure area will be gets up. So because of this reason, land mass will be get high pressure and ocean surface will be gets very low pressure. Now we know that the wind always blows from. Now we know that wind always blows from high pressure area to low pressure area. So what happens now? The wind starts to move towards the low pressure area. But the moisture content of the wind is very less because there is no any water surfaces here. Still there are some small water surfaces. Because of that water surfaces it gains very less amount of moisture content. Okay. By this very less amount of moisture content, it starts to go towards the low pressure area. Okay. There is some amount of rainfalls happens here. Because of orographic rainfall, some amount of rainfall, very less amount of rainfall falls. Okay. After that, when wind starts to move towards the ocean surface, it then gains the highest moisture content from sea surface, and once again wherever the low pressure area is there now, there highest rainfall will occur. Happens. See, by these two process you can understand wherever the low pressure area happens, their rainfall will be high. Wherever there is a low pressure area, that area will have more temperature. More temperature. Wherever the area will have a less pressure, there the area must have a less winds or air. Okay. I am explaining this because next we are going to discuss about some very important words like ITCZ. There we must need these words, these points. So please remember this and note down this. Okay. Wherever the low pressure area gets created up, there rainfall will be high, more temperature and less wind or air. At the region of equator, there will be a very low pressure. Because of that, the equator always on any season it gets high rainfall, high temperature and low wind or air over equator region. That's why we call equator above 5 degree area, 5 degree latitude and below 5 degree latitude of equator. We call it as equator doldrum area, because it has very high temperature, less wind or air, very calm air and rainfall is very high. We call it as doldrum. Doldrum. Okay. Doldrum. So let us just come to the topic, or major topic, today's major topic, Indian monsoon. Indian monsoon. I think if people understood the difference between air and temperature. Air and temperature. See, I have explained to people the temperature is inversely proportional to pressure. Wherever the pressure is more, wherever the temperature increases, the pressure will be less. Wherever the temperature increases, the pressure will be less. How? See. During summer, land mass gets heated, the temperature is more, because of that low pressure area is created by creating void. Understood? Understood? This is very, very important. Wherever the pressure increases, wherever the temperature increases, pressure will be falls down. Okay? Falls down. The pressure on the earth is because of wind and air. Okay, there is no other like parameters. Okay, only air and wind creates the pressure on earth. So let us discuss about today's major topic, that is Indian monsoon. Indian monsoon. Okay, the word monsoon came from the Arabic word mousim. Mousim. The meaning is same. Mousim means monsoon. Okay. So what is monsoon? What is monsoon? What is monsoon? Monsoon means seasonal reversing of winds. Seasonal reversing of winds. Monsoon means. Okay, this monsoon plays a very, very, very major role on our Indian climate. That's why we call our Indian climate as tropical monsoon climate. What? Tropical monsoon climate, because monsoon plays a very major role on our Indian climate. Okay. So what is monsoon means? Monsoon means seasonal reversing of wind. What is seasonal reversing of wind? What is the meaning of this word? See, in one season, from this point, wind starts to blow toward this direction. Okay, from this point, the air starts to blow from this point to this direction. In one season. In another one season, the same wind starts to blow opposite to this direction. Opposite to this direction. So, starting it's going to this direction. In one season, later another one season, the same air blows opposite to this direction, coming reverse. That's why we call it as seasonal. In one season it blows in one direction, and another season it blows from another direction, in opposite direction. That is seasonal reversing of winds. Nothing but monsoon. Monsoon. From nowadays, understand, if we mention monsoon means seasonal reversing of winds. Seasonal reversing of winds. Let us discuss about Indian monsoon. How it happens, how wind, okay, blows in one direction, and after one season it blows in reverse direction. Let us discuss. It's a very beautiful topic. Okay. So let us discuss about Indian monsoon. Let us discuss about little bit Indian monsoon. I already told the meaning of word monsoon. Okay. Indian monsoon have two branches. Indian monsoon have two types. One is south west monsoon. Southwest monsoon, or we call it as advanced monsoon. Advanced monsoon. It occurs during the time of July to September. July to September month. Another type is northeast monsoon. Northeast monsoon. Northeast monsoon. Northeast monsoon. We call it as retreating monsoon. Retreating monsoon. We also call it as retreating monsoon. It occurs during the time of the month October October and tell me, October and from October to November, October to November month. So southwest monsoon have a large period of time. Northeast monsoon has just 2 months. Just 2 months. Okay. Well, so let us discuss about southwest monsoon and northwest monsoon. How it happens. How it happens. Okay. Okay. Whenever we talk about Indian monsoon has 2 branches or 2 types. That is southwest monsoon or advanced monsoon, and another one is northeast monsoon or retreating monsoon. Southwest monsoon comes in the time of July to September, and northeast monsoon goes off to the Madagascar at the time of October and November. Okay, so let us discuss first about southwest monsoon. Southwest monsoon. Okay, southwest monsoon. Southwest monsoon. Southwest monsoon. What are the reasons for formation of southwest monsoon? What are the reasons for formation of southwest monsoon? Let me tell. The first one is low pressure in North India. Low pressure in North India. How low pressure got created? You already know the process. Second one, high pressure on Madagascar area. On Madagascar area or Western Indian Ocean or Western Indian Ocean. Third one is very important, shifting of ITCZ. Shifting of ITCZ. Fourth one is role of Himalaya. Role of Himalaya. Role of Himalayas. There are so many other reasons are also have, but these 4 are major reasons which are playing for southwest monsoon to happen. Southwest monsoon in India. Okay, so let us see how southwest monsoon happens in India. Okay, I explained the first reason is low pressure in India. Low pressure in India. Why low pressure in India? Why low pressure in India? During the time of summer, the sun rays falls perpendicularly on the land surface of India. Because of that reason, the air gets heat up, expands, loses its density and goes up to the troposphere or tropopause. Because of this, a void will be created on Earth's surface. Right? Void will be created on Earth's surface. Because of that void, low pressure area will be created. Right? I already explained you in previous slide. Right? You remember? Okay. Because of that reason, India will have a very less pressure. India will have a very less pressure. At the same time, ocean surface, Western Indian Ocean surface will have high pressure. I already explained. How? Let it repeat the slide once. Wait a minute. See here. Now imagine this is India. Here we have low pressure. How we have low pressure? How did I explain the process? How? At the same time, ocean surface will have a high pressure. High pressure. Okay. By this process, we will have a low pressure in India and high pressure on Madagascar region. Okay. So first region, the very low pressure on Indian surface and high pressure on Western Indian Ocean. Okay. Even after Himalayas, there is a Tibetan plateau. It will also have very less pressure. It will also have a very less pressure. Okay. The third reason is shifting of ITCZ. Shifting of ITCZ. This is very important reason for happening Indian monsoon or southwest monsoon or northeast monsoon. Overall, if for the Indian monsoon, this point is very important. Shifting of ITCZ. What is ITCZ now? What is ITCZ now? Okay. Let us say, see, when trade winds from northern hemisphere blows towards the equator, which is having very low pressure. When the trade winds blows from southern hemisphere towards the equator, because of more temperature, one region will be forms up with more temperature with very low pressure. It won't forms on equator, it varies. Okay, the convergence of trade winds the convergence, the area where convergence of trade winds occur, which is having very low pressure area with high temperature, is called as intertropical convergence zone. So what is ITCZ means? What is ITCZ now? ITCZ means intertropical convergence zone. Intertropical convergence zone. See, the trade winds are getting converged on an area where high temperature and very less pressure. And we know wherever less pressure occurs or wherever temperature is more, the rainfall will be very high. So rainfall will be very high. Wherever this ITCZ shifts, okay, wherever this area ITCZ area shifts, their rainfall will be very high. So this is ITCZ. Okay, so let us see the diagram of ITCZ. See ITCZ. Okay, so normally ITCZ varies from 20° latitude, like 20° southern latitude to 20° north latitude. It shifts always. It won't remain at a constant place. Why it shifts? It shifts because of the temperature variation on equator. Sometimes our perpendicular sun rays fall from 23.5° of northern hemisphere, and sometimes it falls on 23.5° on southern hemisphere. Because of this reason, always ITCZ starts to move. It moves up to 20° latitude of northern hemisphere and 20° latitude of southern hemisphere. It depends upon temperature, that's it. Shifting of ITCZ depends upon temperature. Wherever the high temperature is there now, there will be ITCZ moves. If low temperature means, they will not form a ITCZ. So during the beginning of July or in the first week of July, ITCZ almost starts to shift Gangetic Plateau of India or North India. See, this is at the July month of India. Actually, where it has to be? It has to be nearest to the equator. Near to the equator. It has to be here. But During the time of July, the sun rays falls directly or perpendicularly on India. Because of that reason, temperature increases, and because of temperature increases, the IT scissors shift towards India, because here temperature is more. Wherever the temperature is more, IT scissors starts to move on that area. Okay, during the time of July month, IT scissors shifts to India. And we know that wherever IT scissor forms, rainfall will be very high. Wherever IT scissor forms, the rainfall will be very high. Very high. So what happens now? At the time of July, the IT scissor is lying on North India, and wherever the IT scissor lies, rainfall will be very high. Right? So this is one of the boon for our Indian nation. This is one of the very biggest boon for our India. Because of this region only North India gets in rainfall. Okay. See, sometime what happens? See, look at into the Southern America. See, normally all over the years, the IT scissor moves upon Amazon forest, because of IT scissor always remains on Amazon forest. Because of this region, Amazon forest gets rain all over the year, because of IT scissor only. Otherwise, there will be no formation of Amazon forest. Almost 20% of oxygen only coming from Amazon forest to the whole world. Okay, 20% of oxygen. Just imagine, nowadays we are demonstrating the forest. Okay, so because of that reason, Amazon forest will get highest rainfall all over the year, and we get highest rainfall during the month of July to September, because IT scissors shifts into the India. Another one major role for happening southwest monsoon in India is Himalayas. See, these are Himalaya. When wind blows from high pressure to low pressure, when wind starts to blow from high pressure to low pressure, it comes to India, strikes the Himalaya mountain, and it won't go further than Himalaya. It remains here only. Why? Because Himalayan mountains are having a height of about 6,000 meters. On an average height of Himalayas are 6,000 meters, and air won't rises up to that height and remains in North India only, and it won't go towards the Tibetan plateau, Now I think you people understood what are the major reasons for happening Indian monsoon, particularly southwest monsoon. What are the reasons? First one is low pressure in North India, second one is high pressure in Madagascar region, third one shifting of IT scissor, which is very important point. Okay, fourth one is role of Himalaya, which won't allow the air or wind to blow towards the Tibetan plateau. Okay, so let us see how southwest monsoons happens in India now. Okay, see, this is southwest direction. Okay, Madagascar area, which is having high pressure area. India will have a low pressure area. India is having a very low pressure area. Okay, very low pressure area. In this region, Aravalli mountains will occur. Here. Okay, in this region, Western Ghats mountains occurs. Western Ghats. These are all high mountains of height almost about 2000 to 2500 on an average height of meters, 2000 to 2500 meters of height. I am telling only a average height. Okay, I am telling you only the average height. These are Western Ghats. Just imagine these are Western Ghats. Western Ghats and Aravalli mountains and Himalayan mountains plays a very, very important role. Just imagine these are Himalayan mountains. I am drawing the mountains roughly, okay, roughly. These are not precise diagrams. I am drawing them as very rough diagrams. Okay, so during the time of July to September, southwest monsoon occurs in India. Southwest monsoon. While from high pressure area to low pressure area, when air blows towards the India, its first strikes to the Kerala region, and because of that reason, Kerala gets first rainfall in India during the time of July. During the time of July, the first rainfall occurs in Kerala. Okay. And one branch comes from Arabian Sea. One branch is Arabian Sea branch, and another one is Bay of Bengal branch. Bay of Bengal branch. When wind starts to blow from high pressure area to low pressure area, it first strikes the Kerala region and gets diverts here. And gets diverse here, and one branch blows from above the Bay of Bengal. When it's blowing from Madagascar region towards the India, it brings very, very high amount of moisture content while coming on the surface of the water of ocean. Okay, the first rainfall happens on Kerala. One branch comes in India. See, here Western Ghats are there. Because of these Western Ghats, the air won't go further than east of the Western Ghats. Because of the Western Ghats, and air starts to change its direction to upward in this direction. At this place, the region called Katewada area of Gujarat, at that place the air starts to get into the India. And because of this Aravalli region, the air won't goes to Thar area. Thar desert is there, okay? The wind won't goes to Thar area. Because of that reason, Thar desert is created. Okay, it comes outside, and remaining dry air comes to the eastern side of Western Ghats, and it starts to blow inside. In this region, always we see a very dry area, because when winds blows from Arabian Sea with high moisture content, because of orographic precipitation, almost all rain falls on the western side of Western Ghats only, and only dry air comes towards the east part of Western Ghats. Because of that reason, this area will always remains dry, and every year somewhat area gets a drought area, and we call it as a rain shadow area. I have already explained to people how rain shadow area forms. Rain shadow area. Okay, this is about Arabian Sea branch. Another one branch is there, Bay of Bengal branch. This wind gets into India at Patkaya Bhoom mountains of Purvanchal Himalayas, okay, and strikes the Himalaya mountain and starts to blow inward of India. Okay, by this process, southwest monsoon happens. It starts in the month of July and gets end in the month of September. Now what's happening here? See, before the starting of southwest monsoon, India is have a low pressure area. Now what's happening? All winds from Madagascar area or Western Indian Ocean, all winds came towards the India, and now the world has filled up with high amount of winds or air, and the air of low pressure area is converted into high pressure area. Okay, right? This is about southwest monsoon. This happens in month of July to September. And these three mountains, Aravalli Mountains, Western Ghat Mountains and Himalayan Mountains, plays a very, very important role. Because of this Himalayan mountain, this wind won't wash towards the Tibetan plateau, even which is having a very low pressure, because of Himalaya. If Himalayan mountains are not there, then our India won't get this amount of rainfall. Almost 72% of rainfall will happen only in southwest monsoon. If there is no Himalayan mountains, then this wind will blow towards the Tibetan plateau, and we will have a very, very less amount of rainfall. So Himalayan mountains plays very, very important role in our Indian monsoon climate. Okay, this is about the southwest monsoon branch. Okay, southwest monsoon branch. So let us see northeast monsoon. Northeast monsoon. Let us see northeast monsoon. Northeast monsoon, which occurs in the month of October to November. Now what's happening? I already told you people that Indian region has now high pressure, and Madagascar area is now very low pressure. And always air starts to blow from high pressure area to low pressure area. So these are the two major reasons. Another one reason is there for happening northeast monsoon. That is once again shifting of ITCZ. What happens so? The ITCZ, which is shifted already towards India, it starts to move towards the equator. This is at the time of July. Okay, starts now. At the time of October month, it comes here. This is on the month of October. So wherever ITCZ falls, that area will have more rainfall. Now ITCZ shifted towards the equator, and ITCZ is not remained on India. That's why northeast monsoon starts to blow in reverse direction. This is one of a very, very important role. During the time of July, during the time of southwest monsoon, ITCZ remains on India. The same ITCZ during the time of October month, on northeast monsoon, it starts to shift towards the equator. As ITCZ starts to move towards the ITCZ in this time, northeast monsoon happens. Okay, these three are major reasons for happening northeast monsoon in India. So now already we know that India has a very high pressure. So what happens now? Madagascar region has very low pressure. Okay, so the wind starts to blow from India towards the Madagascar region. While the same air blowing on this Bay of Bengal Ocean or sea, Bay of Bengal Sea, it brings a high amount of moisture content along with it. When the wind blowing towards the Madagascar from North India, while it blowing upon the surface of Bay of Bengal Sea, it brings a high amount of moisture content, and it strikes the Tamil Nadu area first during the time of October, and in the winter time Chennai will get first rainfall. Chennai will get its first rainfall. Okay. During the time of southwest monsoon, Kerala will get its first rainfall, and during the time of northeast monsoon, Chennai will, Chennai after Tamil Nadu will get first rainfall. Okay, first rainfall. During the time of winter, Chennai gets its high rainfall. Okay, and during the time of rainy season or during the time of southwest monsoon, Kerala gets its high rainfall and first rainfall also. Okay, by this process, the wind are now going back towards the Madagascar region. This is nothing but northeast monsoon. The air starts to move back to the Madagascar region. See, during the time of southwest monsoon, the air came towards India. Now, during the time of northeast monsoon, air was leaving or going back to the Madagascar region. It's reversing. It's going reverse. Okay. That's why we call it as monsoon, which means seasonal reversing of wind. By this process, India gets highest rainfall. By this process, India gets its highest rainfall all over the rainy season and winter season. Okay. So we understood that how India gets its rainfall by very basic. But sometime India gets its drought. Alright, 2023 India not got its proper rainfall this year. Especially some states like Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka doesn't got much rainfall in southwest monsoon time. Okay, why? There are some reasons like El Nino, La Nino, Indian Dipole Ocean, Southern Ocean Oscillation, ELSO. These are major words which plays a major role on Indian monsoon. So in next class we are going to discuss about the factors majorly affecting the Indian monsoon. Why Indian monsoons are not happening sometime, why India gets its drought. Okay, why India gets drought. Even nowadays some theories are saying that, some studies are saying that 2023 also won't get its proper rainfall. See, if India won't watch its rainfall properly, its effect to the whole GDP. Almost about 1.75%. Almost 1.75% of GDP will gets affected if rainfall was not happened properly in India. And why this rainfall happens properly or every year perfectly? Because of some reasons are there. We will discuss about those in our very next classes. Maybe it will be tomorrow or day after tomorrow. In that class, we will discuss why sometime India gets its drought, how Indian Ocean Dipole, how ELSO, how La Nina, how El Nino will affect the Indian monsoon. Okay, so this is about today's class. Let us discuss some more very important topic. Nowadays those topics are repeatedly coming in UPSC civil service exams. So let us discuss those topics in next class. So for this class, this is enough. Okay, this is enough. I think you people understood the topic very crystal clearly. Okay, so thank you. See you again in the next class. Thank you.